Hey everybody! Welcome to Educate Beauty 360. My name is Aaliyah Freeman and I am the owner of Educate Beauty 360. Look, I'm excited because I decided to start a YouTube channel because I know that there is lots of information out there and I wanted to be sure that I can get in and share with you some of the things that I have experienced in the beauty industry, but then also too, I want to give you a lot of things that will help you be able to build the business that you want. And so within Educate Beauty 360, the name of this particular the name of this particular video is called The Foundation of Success for Beauty Business. And so, in a time such as this, one of the top things that I always hear people ask about is how do you get clients? How do I get booked? How do I become busy? How can I make the money that I need to make? And so, no matter what those questions are, I seem to always go back to these things I'm going to list today. And so today I'm going to share with you what every beauty entrepreneur needs. Okay? It is so important that you understand the foundation of building a beauty business. And here is what we're going to share on today. So I'm not going to be before you long. I'm just going to give you some input, some things that I advise that will be great for your beauty business so that you can grow. First and foremost, let me let you know if you are an entrepreneur or you are aspiring to be an entrepreneur, a beauty entrepreneur at that. Let's talk about some of the key elements that it takes for you to build that beauty business. Now, before I jump into that, let me give you the background on who I am, what I've experienced, so you can know that I am legit able to share this information with you. I have first been in the beauty industry for 25 years. I started in the industry um, when I was 13. And I remember when I first started in the industry, I started off doing braids. I was self-taught, but I was hungry. I was very hungry in the industry. I enjoyed doing hair services, but one of the things that I noticed was I loved to do it. Back then, I was only charging $25 for services to shampoo and to do hair out of my house, in my mother's house. And then I ended up getting my own place and I started my business within my salon, within my home. But one thing that I recognize in order for me to grow in the industry and actually grow from treating it as a hobby, in order to making it a business, I had to be schooled. I had to be taught. I ended up going to the to beauty school, and when I went to beauty school, I ended up learning the foundation of what it takes to get into the industry, to get the license, to get certified. I learned a lot about sanitation in beauty school, as well as learning the foundation of what all comes with this industry, right? But let's talk about when it was time to make some money, when it was time to scale my business, when it was time to take it to another level. I couldn't learn that from beauty school. So what I had to do was I had to take classes, get around some experts, hire some coaches, and this is how I was able to navigate and grow in the industry. Now, one thing that I was known for as I was behind the chair, I was very much known as the natural hair expert in my community. This means that anytime someone was looking for someone with natural hair or with locks, they were referring me. I was the top person in Savannah, Georgia at the time, and this gave them the ability to be able to say, I know someone who can take care of you, who will give you excellent service, a great expertise. I had a really great expertise in natural hair, and so I want to share with you some things that I learned about having a business that will actually take and grow your business to another level. Now, there were some things that I did that was awesome, but there was also some things that I did that I learned from, and I want to share those things with you so that you don't go through the same process that I did, but you will also be able to take what I did do and grow your business. Okay? So today we're going to talk about what it means to create a brand, what it means to develop something that is purposeful and that is effective for clients today. Okay, so the first thing let's talk about is branding. What is branding? First and foremost, you're going to say that branding is a logo. No, that is not what branding is. Oftentimes, people think that branding is the look, like the logo of the company. It is beyond the logo. It is how people experience your business. Okay? This is why it's not just about pretty hairstyles anymore. It's about what the experience was like. When you shape the actual experience, this is going to give you the opportunity to be able to get clients to come back because it is not just the service they're buying into, it is the experience that they're looking for as well. So, some ways that we can definitely be sure to build your brand is we want to shape it and develop it with structure. And that's going to come from you creating a business name. You want to make sure that your business name is something unique, something that stands out, something that's different. Don't be afraid to put some thought into it, but make sure that your name is something lasting. Make sure that it doesn't just fit today. Make sure it fits tomorrow. Make sure it fits 5 years from now. So take your time and create a name that is going to be effective for your business. Also, too, you want to think about color. Before you start choosing color, I want you to also look up the meaning of color because some color may look cute on a paper, but what if it doesn't explain or describe the experience of your business? And so I'm gonna give you an example. So if a person says that they want to have more of a spa feel, soothing, um, relaxing type of experience for their client, I don't think that I would see a brand having hot pink in the color. I don't think that I would see a brand having a bright neon green color in the brand color. You see what I mean? So you want to kind of search and see what colors fit the experience that you're trying to describe. So take your time with creating a brand because it's going to tell a story and it's going to be able to resonate with those clients that are looking for you. Now, also, too, you want to talk about aesthetic. What type of aesthetic are going to be needed to complement what you're trying to create? You want to make sure that aesthetics of your establishment is created in a way where it fits the story you're trying to tell. It fits the experience that you want to give. Okay. Now, also too, your brand message. Let's talk about your brand message. Like, what do you stand for? Why did you even start it? What keeps you going? What is the whole mission behind why you're doing this? Can we get deep here for a minute? Like, why is this even matter? Like, what makes you different than if you, because especially like if you're placing a salon suite company, they're probably going to be like, okay, how do you stand apart from the other 25 suites that are in here? And that's going to come from your brand message. That's going to come from you understanding the reason why you are doing what you're doing. Okay? Personal branding as a professional. Listen, how you show up matters. It is not just about posting on social media. It is not just about coming to work every day. It's how you show up. Do you show up on time? Do you show up professionally dressed? Is your establishment always clean? When you show up on social media, are you showing up using authentic words and things? Are you sharing and speaking directly to your audience? Are you being effective in your messaging? All of this stuff matters, okay? It matters. It is. It's so important that you take that time to develop the structure of your brand, okay? All right. Make sure your online and offline presence align with your brand identity. There have been numerous of times I have been able to go online on someone's profile and has this expectation of a service, got the experience, and it failed. Meaning, do not make it look like you offer a luxury service, but the experience does not fit what you are displaying. You want to make sure that they both match, because this is what's going to get clients to come back. You don't want to make sure, you don't want to post how things are on your stories and all of this, making it almost like deceiving clients as if they're going to get something, and then when they get the experience, it's not what you thought it was. Okay? So that is branding. That's just a brief topic about branding. We can definitely go into more details about what that looks like, but I want you to be sure that you understand the fullness of branding. Okay? All right. Second thing that I think is important is da 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 customer service. Let's talk about customer service, y'all, because in this industry, I'm hearing news that there are rude stylists, there are people in the industry who are just flat out rude. You know what I'm saying? And I really think in a service-based business, you have to be intentional about how you treat your customers, because this is what's going to set you apart. Your attitude matters. I don't care what's going on at home. You have to make sure you check yourself at the door, because your mood can rub up on your clients and your clients can sense it and they will not come back. So you want to make sure that you have a positive attitude, you keep a positive culture, and you make sure that clients can feel the genuineness the moment that they've entered into your business. Okay? So customer service matters because great experiences is going to turn clients into loyal clients. You want to turn consumers into clients, meaning no longer is this person going to be a customer. They're a customer when they come one time. They are a client when they come over and over numerous of times, and your retention is going up. So how do you deliver an excellent customer service? First thing and foremost is clear communication, and that could be written on your social media. It also can be on your website. It also can be you in person, making sure that you communicate, you're professional, and that you display a great way of of just displaying a great of your expertise. I don't care if you feel like you don't even have enough knowledge. One thing that I can tell you, if you have great customer service, there will be clients that will stick with you all the way through as you grow. I remember until the end of my career, there were clients that had been with me for decades, a decade. And so, 2 decades, excuse me. It was 2 decades. Clients had followed me through my journey, because of my professionalism, because of my customer service. And what happened was I found out that it wasn't just because of the skill or my talent that kept them around. It was also because of customer service. So you want to make sure that you are providing customer service to them, okay? Consultation strategy. How you must know that consultations are important in order to build that trust. So if you want to build trust with clients where they can trust you with their hair or their makeup or whatever it is that you're offering, you must give a consultation. This is like almost like dating or like new relationship. You don't just start hanging out with somebody, right? You meet them, you greet them, you get to know them, and you grow together. And it's the same thing with services. You want to give a consultation, it's the introduction to the relationship that you guys are going to build. Okay. Then also to making sure they go that experience again, create a salon experience that is memorable. Okay, so you're going to make sure that they can remember this. When they need their hair done again, they remember you. If you didn't provide a great service, it is very, very much so that they will not remember you. Okay. So you want to make sure you remember how you clients are going to remember how you made them feel. And it's all about making sure you are patient, attention to detail. Remember the small things about them. One thing that I used to do was I used to take something significant about each client, and I used to remember it and write it down, so when that client come back in, it will help me be able to remember something about them, because as your clientele grows, you're going to start to see I have so many clients and there's no way I can remember all of these things. But the more and more you continue to connect with them, or if you have a problem with remembering things, I want you to be sure that you write it down and bring it back up at their next appointment, so that they can know that you care, you remember them, okay? So that is one of the great things definitely want to talk about is customer service. Number three, let's talk about charging your worth. I know you're just getting started. I know that you're trying to build a clientele, but you have to count the cost. You have to make sure that you're not charging $25 like I did in the beginning, just to get clients in your chair. That is not going to work. Okay. One thing that you must remember is a mindset shift. Don't be afraid to charge your worth, because undervaluing yourself, it is going to keep you suffering. There's been times where you don't charge your worth, you'll find yourself saying the price is this rather than sticking to the cost that you know to charge. And what happens is you will always end up on the short stick. Okay? So don't be afraid to charge your worth. The clients that are supposed to be in your chair, they will come to your chair. So I want you to not be afraid to charge your worth. Let's talk about what are the factors that are considered in charging your pricing. It is definitely what determines price is the reflection of your skill, your experience, and the quality of the service. Okay. Another thing that you want to consider is the cost of the product and the tool that you use. I say that again. You're using expensive products and expensive tools. You want to make sure your prices for your services fit that. But then you want to make sure that your expertise and your demand is considered in it. So if your demand is low and you notice people aren't demanding you yet, but you know that you have the skill, so what you want to do is you want to grow there. You want to set a goal. This is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to increase my pricing, maybe 6 months to a year from now. So then, therefore, as I get clients on and I'm starting to build my clientele, that gives great space so that clients can grow with me to where I really want to be. Okay. Also, market research is great to consider prices. What are other professionals charging? A lot of time people like to copy that. I think it's good to consider, but you never want to price your price based upon what others are posting. Here's why. Because their numbers may not be right. It may not be right. And you don't know what product they're using. You don't know how long it takes for a service. You don't know how much their expenses are. Like, you don't know anything. And so it's good to consider what they other professionals are charging, just so that you can be aware of what the numbers are around you. But you should never base your price based upon what others are charging. Okay? All right, so that's charging your way. Now let's talk about the last thing. The last thing is marketing. I know that you're probably like, I'm not a good marketer. Well, in this industry, you will become one. First, let's talk about attracting and retaining clients. You have to make sure you market effectively so that you can get the clients that you deserve. Clients are everywhere. And as you figure out who your clientele is, what type of people you want to serve, you want to make sure that you market effectively to those people. You can use social media. Social media is a great portfolio. Now, here's the thing about social media. Posting on social media is effective because I want you to think about when you meet someone new. A lot of time when we meet new people, the first thing we may ask is, what's your Instagram? What's your TikTok? Or what's your YouTube? We look them up on social media. And so if you notice that you are doing that with others, how many people are going to do that with you? And if they go to your social media and it doesn't match or align with who you say you are, then what's happening is people are not going to follow you. People are not going to follow your journey. And so I want you to be sure that you are updating your social media so that it can fit who you say you are, okay? This is very, very important. And then also to consider using one main platform, but also to feel free to add in others as you grow. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to get on all of the platforms. But I want you to know that strategy is what's needed to be sure that you can build effectively. So you have to find out which platform you're going to use first, and that's going to be very much a good visibility, give you a lot of visibility on social media, and that you can actually work strategy upon. Once you do that, then you can grow and choose another platform. Okay. Word of mouth. Now let's talk about word of mouth. It's powerful, but it can make or break you. You want to make sure people are spreading word of mouth, great things about you, and not um not the opposite. And so client referrals are powerful and still work today. But you want to be sure that you are giving them something to talk about. Okay. So you want to be intentional. You can also create like promotion, loyalty programs and stuff that would be good for them to utilize when they come in for services. And let them know, if you refer a friend, I'll give you a free bottle of shampoo, or I'll do this, or I'll do that. You come up with the strategy on what you can do for those who are going out spreading the word about you. All right. And then also too, don't be afraid to collaborate. Collaboration, there is power in numbers, okay? So as you collaborate and you find people to partner with, this is going to expand your network. All right. And then two, I want you to think about content ideas that will grow your business. One thing that you must know is that people want to know about you. And so that means if you are hiding and shying behind the camera, then what's going to happen is you may not get as many people interested into the brand until you show your face. When you start to share your story, when you start to tell the things that got you where you are, and start sharing the behind the scenes of what that looks like, I guarantee you, you're going to see people start coming out of nowhere, start watching you, following your journey, because we love a story. People love a story. Transformation photos and videos are still good, but be sure to educate, be sure to share, and tell the behind the scenes about the transformation. And then also too, what are your clients saying? Like, let these be written reviews, video reviews of clients telling their experience, and do not be afraid to educate. We are looking for knowledge into that today's time, so be sure to educate your audience and tell them the what behind the when behind the why, and the what. You know what I'm trying to say. And then last but not least, be consistent. Okay, it's all about showing up, being consistent, and being consistent does not mean posting every day, but it means to create a strategy to find a way to show up consistently. So it doesn't matter if you post daily, 3 times a week, 1 time a week, but it does matter that you continue to show up. All right, so let's recap. We talked about branding, and remember, with branding, it's all about how clients feel. Like, how are they experiencing your business? Okay. Then, number two, we talked about customer service. Customer service, remember, it is all about the client experience. You must make sure that you communicate thoroughly and effectively to make sure that clients know and understand what it is that you are presenting within your business. And number three, we talked about pricing and charging your worth. Now let's talk about pricing and charging your worth. Remember, it is not meant for you to suffer in your business. You still have to go home and pay bills. So you got to make sure that you are pricing accordingly. All right, and last but not least, marketing. Let's talk about marketing. You got to make sure that you put your business in the face of those clients that are waiting and looking for you to service their hair. So you want to make sure that you're on the right social media platform, and you want to make sure that you are putting the right promotions out there so that you can get those clients in your chair. Don't be afraid to share your story. Don't be afraid to show up and let people know, hey, this is what I'm doing, and here's what I'm doing. And this is going to get people all in, all eyes, and all ears into what you are doing. I want to encourage you to let you know that it is beyond talent. You have what it takes to do what is necessary to take your business to the next level. It is going to take strategy, confidence, and consistency. And I believe that if you do the necessary work, you can get there. Now listen, if this video was helpful for you, I want you to like, comment, and share. And I want you to subscribe to the channel because I plan to continue to post more videos to help you build your business. Now, also, I want you to drop in the comments below. Let me know what part of this video was very helpful and effective for you. This will let me know about the content that I'm creating and if I should post more on those topics. Be sure to drop down and follow me on social media platforms at Educate Beauty 360 on Instagram and YouTube. And you'll be able to find me on those platforms for now, and I'll be able to provide all of the resources that you need so that you can continue to stay connected as well as grow with us as we are growing our business. Now, let's talk about you wanting to know more. How can you, maybe feel like you need a little bit more assistance. I have digital resources available for you at educatebeauty360.com, as well as you can always connect with me through coaching. You would like me to work with you one-on-one and actually learn about your business and help you build what you're trying to build. I want you to go to educatebeauty360.com, and this is going to give you the ability to book a coaching session with me. Let's get started. I would love to help you be able to build what you need to build in this season. All right, y'all listen to me enough. It's time to get to work. Let me know if you need some assistance, and I will see you as you build your beauty business.